today I'm here with Sarah Weller of The Wellaway, and this is a video in a series I'm doing about people that I work with, my collaborative connections, people that I would refer my clients to help them with things that maybe I'm not skilled in. Because as a coach, you can't be good at everything. There are areas that you'll have expertise in, and there are areas where actually there might be somebody with a little bit more expertise. And Sarah is one of my lovely collaborative connections. So Sarah, tell me, what do you do?
Hello Caroline, I'm Sarah from The Wellaway, and I help parents and families. I'm a family relationship and parenting coach, but I also mentor young people as well.
Wow, so that whole family dynamic fitting in, which is really useful. Because certainly, what ages do you work with?
So I work with probably 7 up, assuming they've got reasonably confident verbal skills.
Oh, wow. And of course, those are areas with parents that is really needed. And it's certainly an area that I'm not an expert in. So having somebody to refer to is really, really useful. So why do you do what you do? What's your passion behind what you do?
Why do I do what I do? It sort of came at it from lots of different angles. So always worked in the charity sector, mental health, and then I transitioned to the homelessness sector. So I've got a lot of experience of understanding diagnoses and working with helping children with diagnosis gain independent living skills.
And what by diagnosis, what do you mean by that?
So anything from schizophrenia, psychosis, bipolar, autism. So that was I spent 10 years in that sector, supporting young people transition into the community and build their independent living skills. From there, I went into the homelessness sector, working with a 16 to 25 age group, supporting young families and teenage mums and single vulnerable people. And it was that was really the launch pad. So I was doing a lot of mentoring for young mums and using my own mother experience, and it was that I started looking to gain more qualifications and bring more expertise in that. That was the launch of the business to train in a particular parenting program that would help families build self-esteem in their children, build emotional resilience.
So you bring this whole wealth of experience into what you do now, into your business, and your business is, because I don't think we've shared that yet. What's your business called?
The Wellaway.
The Wellaway. And so now, so you've got a parenting package. Who do you work with, and how do you work with people now in terms of bringing all these lovely skills in?
So my client base, I work on a very bespoke basis. The business is very bespoke, and no two clients are ever the same, and there are lots of different patterns. Some are families who are not parenting on the same page, and that's causing arguments between them as they're in their relationship and is putting a strain on their relationship. It can be that parents are suspecting that there may be a possible reason for challenging behaviour, and so I can help refer them to further services for support. And that may be if they suspect an ADHD or an ADD or an ODD diagnosis, something like that. But also I've been recently helping lots of young people really, really struggling with anxiety, and anxiety is ruling the home. And it's not just exam and lead. It's much, much deeper than that.
So young people with anxiety. So in terms of clients that I might think, oh, actually, I know somebody that I could refer to that actually would be able to give you more support than maybe I could, though I work with anxiety. Certainly it's children with anxiety, really the young people from age 7 upwards, that's definitely your area.
Yes, and I think I saw a gap in the market that there are some really excellent people who can help children, but then you put the child back into the environment, and it's really helpful for the parents and the wider family to have an understanding of anxiety and adapt strategies that don't fuel and feed the anxiety. So I can work with the whole family.
Wow, so that's something that's quite different, actually, that holistic looking after the whole family, not just the young person, but then supporting the whole family in terms of how they work together as a unit to make their lives easier.
Yeah.
Wow, that's quite a service, and that's something that we don't often have, isn't it? In terms of certainly what I know looking around, I don't know many people that work as you do, and I would imagine that's really powerful.
It is, and with anxiety, I see lots of families being locked into the anxiety, and anxiety is an unwelcome guest in their home, and it's ruling the household.
What a lovely way of putting it, an unwelcome guest. And what about, so you also mentioned the parents as well, so that's an area you work in, so you've got the family as a whole and the young person, if the young person's struggling in some way, and then you've got the parents, so if they're not working particularly well together, you can also support them with their parenting skills and learning parenting skills.
Definitely, and I think we don't have a manual for parenting. We tend to fall into unconscious patterns, how we've been parented, and we can either go the complete opposite or stay the same. And traditional forms of parenting, all the research now says that an authoritarian way of parenting fuels poor self-esteem in children and possible connections with depression and anxiety later on. So I've been trained, and I'm a proponent for positive parenting.
Wow, so quite often the way a parent may learn to parent, because we learn to parent from our parents, may not actually be as effective or supportive of the young person as maybe they think.
No, and there is no place now for that style of parenting in the modern world, because that world where it was authoritarian parenting is very much parents are parenting through their own needs, not their children's needs.
Wow, so there's some real learning there. So for me as a coach, I could refer to you if any of my clients have young people that they're, in their lives that perhaps they realise aren't as happy as they could be, if they want to learn skills as a parent, if they want to share skills with their partner in terms of parenting, and lots of those areas in which you can really be supportive and a real complement to people that I'm working with, or an alternative, because obviously if they're the things that they're coming to me to, maybe you would be the better person for them to work with than me. And it's recognising, isn't it, our skills as coaches and where we work, and trying to do the best thing for our clients so we get people in front of the people that are going to be most effective for them.
Definitely, and through the work I do with parents, it often takes the strain off their relationship. The biggest divorce rate at the moment is in couples with children under 5.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And so a lot of the work I do with parents is understanding the triggers of the arguments over children, but also what the triggers are in their relationship as well. And I do a lot of work about bringing their brilliant relationship back in. What was it? Why did they come together? And when we're under stress, a lot of those skills and resources disappear. So a lot of the work I do is bringing those skills and resources
really
back.
Saving marriages, actually, because children change life hugely, don't they, when they come in, and people don't always recognise how that impacts the dynamics of their relationship. So yeah, wow, thank you, Sarah, that's really useful. Thank you for sharing, and we will have a look now.